Hello, this is just going to be a quick video from me here, Actor Thomas. A friend of mine recently asked me, out of the two comic book cinematic universes that we have at present coming out in cinemas, which one would I say is the better? Not just talking about the amount of films that we've had, but also the characters that we've had, how true are those characters to the comic adaptations, and the storylines that they've adapted. And of course, if anyone has watched any of my videos before, you'll all know that I am a massive Marvel fan. Particularly all of the films, most of all the TV shows that I've seen, all the tie-in comics. Of course, DC itself has had a couple of non-starters in before, and this is the first time they've ever tried to do a shared universe. And I must say, out of the two outings that we've had so far, plus some of the tie-in comics that they've done as well, it has all in all seemed to have been done relatively quite well. There's been a few umming and ahhing about certain characterizations, such as Batman, within this shared DC cinematic universe that we are getting at present. But I think that's a better way of doing it, because it takes it away from all the other Batman live actions that we've had previously. I must say I'm really looking forward to all of the DC films that are coming out, particularly the ones that are coming out later this year, such as Suicide Squad, which will be the first film that is ever a comic book film that has ever actually been centred on a villain's team, which I must say is one thing that I hope, if DC's Suicide Squad does become successful, I hope Marvel itself takes advantage of it and actually creates some kind of villain movie, just so to widen the universe. And I think that would also help. One thing that is a continual problem with a lot of people have with Marvel is that Marvel only ever uses its villains once, apart from the exception, of course, of Loki. All the rest of them do seem to be one-film wonders and never seen or heard from again. So I do think that's probably one good thing that that Marvel can learn from DC. But yes, like I said from the start of this film, I myself still do believe that Marvel is better because of because obviously they spent a long time creating individual characters in their own individual films, and then brought them all together into the Avengers. Of course, DC are trying to play catch up at the moment, and that's why obviously they're trying to rush through until they get to Justice League. And I understand what they're trying to do, but fingers crossed it all works out for them and it becomes a success, and you have these two very different cinematic universes, one from Marvel, one from DC, and that they can and that these that you might not get something that you like out of one particular film, but another film that's coming from the opposite side of the playing field, such as DC, brings that to you, and you can imagine what that would be like for the opposite side. So say if DC did a particularly good film that you liked, Marvel might take ideas from that and put that into their own films, and it will make the entire universe a lot more brighter, a lot more stronger, a lot more accessible for a lot of other people who might not have watched previous films, or may not even know anything about the characters at all, and it's a great entrance point, and then they go off and watch all the rest of them, and you realise the vast universe that these companies are creating. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time.